so many things that happen in nature, and we have to just accept. So nature, I think it's not only in the long run, nature teaches us, I think in the long run, to believe that there is fairness in the whole thing. But having said that, maybe we can get Professor Brajesh Dubey's comments.
Yeah, so thank you for inviting me here. So as we are talking about biophilic, I'm a alumni of IIT Kharagpur, but then I was around from 1997 to 2015. I was an outsider as well. 2015 I came back in, so now I'm an alumni as well as a faculty member there. So I have a mixed experience. So in terms of biophilic, as we know, bio is nature, philic means have the love for nature. We always talk about hydrophilic, hydrophobic. So so basically I'm not an expert of this area. Once professor invited me, so I did some homework. Of course, I had some idea always will be there, but some to put the thought process together. So essentially, as a civil/environmental engineer, whenever we are making any new infrastructure, we make things. So how to make things more sync with nature? That's what I understand kind of this. And then of course Vatica and other things are kind of symbol of that. But ultimately as an engineer, we want to have structures, products, processes developed which is more closer to mimicking the nature as much as possible. So as a academic, we do the role of research, teaching, providing service. And when I was looking at this, we already do part of it. We may not be calling it that. Ma'am already mentioned that some of the things we do together in terms of research, we have been working on food waste, although as a waste management, my PhD is on waste management. I call myself a garbologist. So I look at different types of garbage. So, and try to not let the garbage go waste, because as ma'am was also saying, waste is actually a misplaced resource. So can we take that waste material and make a value added product? So we have using certain technology like hydrothermal carbonization, we have made a biocarbon. That biocarbon could be kind of, you can treat it further, like do some treatment on it, and it could be used as energy storage. So whatever, although you should not waste food, but if you're wasting some food, same food could be carbon and later on in your phone. So it becomes like a part of your battery. So that kind of, that helps, it kind of, you don't have to go towards fossil fuel based resources. So that is also, in nature, every waste gets used up. But how to scale it, again, everything works in our lab. But in terms of how to really make it a pilot and then finally to the industry level, that's where a lot of challenges comes. And that's where we also have, like when my hydrothermal reactor gave good results right before COVID, it was also in many newspaper. IIT also did some news article. I thought that I will have million units, not million, but hundreds of units in, but some interest also came. But then it doesn't get scaled up. It only is still in my pilot in my lab. Evaporate. So how to make really that happen? That is where the challenge I see, because in terms of different research ideas, you will find in IITs or even CSIR lab, a lot of different ideas are there, from related to plastic waste, food waste, organic waste, different bioproducts, biorefineries that we talk about. Some are of course at the commercial scale, but still many are there. So that's where I see the challenge of, if we really want to have biophilic stuff, how to take it from the lab to the field. So that's a lot of challenge that we as an academic has to work along with the industry. We cannot alone can do it. A lot of things has to be there. In terms of teaching also, we do have, ma'am has a course Waste to Wealth, which I also co-teach with her. Then there is a course on, we have a online MOOC course since 2017 on sustainability and life cycle assessment, where what is actually sustainability, how you calculate carbon footprint, how to reduce carbon footprint. So as an academic, that's what I have my job, isn't it? Teach, do research, train students. So we have been doing part of it. Recently government came up with the eco rules 2024, which is again trying to reduce the carbon footprint. Essentially we call it different things at different times, but I call it old wine in different bottles, but the basic thought process stays the same, that you need to reduce carbon footprint and try to become as closer to nature. Just before coming here, I had an invitation from Heritage Institute of Technology here, and very nice auditorium. but such a nice sun out there, but all the lights were on. Like here also, we should have more natural light. So those things, it is there as part of Griha, that IGBC, India Green Council, the Green Building Council, but practical we are not seeing that much happening. So those are the challenges I think as an academic we have to address. So that will be my initial submission.
Thank you, Dr. Dubey.